us to be here today for the commissioning of the remodeled Bauchi State Government House complex. It is a thing of great joy to witness the excitement exhibited by our compatriots who have left other pressing engagements to mark this milestone with this administration, especially my bosses and my leaders, the former governors, whom their representatives spoke, Abutu Garba and the Walim Bauchi, His Excellency Alhaji Ahmed Adamu, and all the other governors who spearheaded the growth of this very important state. I want to especially thank His Excellency Senator Kashim Shettima GCOI, Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, for honoring us with his presence to commission the project. He has shown himself as a patriot who prioritizes the broader and nobler demands of national unity and progress over narrow and destructive partisan interests that dot the shifting quicksands of our political landscape. Your Excellency, I have always admired you even before you became the Vice President. Your humility, your depth of knowledge and understanding of the economy and the whole global landscape has really made you one of the fittest Vice President Nigeria has ever produced. Your Excellency, it is therefore with utmost humility and profound respect that I, on behalf of myself, my family, the government and good people of both states, especially our former governors, that I welcome you to this historic occasion. Let me also extend very warm welcome to my brother governors and my colleagues from the zone. Your Excellencies, it will be recalled that at the inception of this administration during my first time in 2019, we had enunciated a clear policy thrust under my Bauchi project agenda, aiming at improving the welfare of our people, orchestrating a robust and diversified economy, and upscaling both the social sector and infrastructure its ramifications. The remodeling of the dilapidated, badly managed inadequate government house fell under our infrastructure remediation program, even as we also identify it as a strategic cornerstone of our ambitious urban renewal agenda. Your Excellency, I want to say without equivocation that even contemplated running for the office of the governor, I had always considered the previous government house as an affront to the state due to the tedium of governmental administration that have compelled us to lose hours in a very unconducive environment. And what about our visitors, those guests, our development partners, who have been privileged to interact with other nations and other subnational entities in other states and seeing what we are with our demographics, with our historical pedigree at the center of new politics in Nigeria. My tenancy of the government house from 2019 provided an instant and compelling justification for my earlier feeling, and indeed brought to the fore the urgency of holistically resetting the architectural and psychological milieu of Bauchi State Government House. Characterized by inadequate space, as described by the previous speaker, I needed no further conviction that the question of remodeling the government house has been overtaken by whether it will be done, but it's just a matter of time. The pertinent question had become when and indeed how. That I kept it on hold was born of the dictum that what concerns us come last. At the pilot of our dream reconstruction effort, I and my family could afford to suffer personal inconveniences if that was going to serve the people of Bauchi State. But it was a delicate balancing act between, on one hand, self-denial, on the other, operational efficiency, minimum convenience, the image of the state, and the security of both the governor and those working around him that were exposed to the vagaries of a lot of challenges, security breaches, and so on. So we decided to ask, what you see today is the outcome of the decision and action. Standing on those hollow tops of our government house where a generation of patriots living and dead diligently serve the state, Your Excellency, I feel a modest sense of fulfillment, not just because we dared, but because we dared it in a big way. Let me quickly say that over the years I have developed the paradigm of big thinking in government. Big thinking allows us to envision the future, to deploy today's resources in a manner that anticipates the needs of our great grandchildren and not just our children. With big thinking, we avoid the innocent mistakes that limited the vision of our highly patriotic progenitors who built narrow bridges, constructed single-lane roads, and captured electricity to take care of limited number of consumers, domestic and corporate. Nigeria and Nigerians are still suffering the consequences of those actions that were taken, obviously, with the best intention and because of the consciousness of limited resources. Your Excellency, this big project is an isolated case. Whether we are talking about the dualized airport road or the ongoing dualization of the major roads linking the headquarters of the 5 other emirates of the state, our goal is to establish legacy projects capable of sustaining the ambitious developmental needs of our people across time and space. Our vision is to replicate and, if possible, improve on those assets that attract our people to Europe, the Middle East, and Americas, so that with time, the financial hemorrhage that attends foreign expeditions will abate, and Nigeria and Bauchi State enjoy the benefits of internal tourism, where indeed we excel. We believe we can do it, and to the glory of God, the remodel house has been done, and your presence is an attestation of that humble achievement. Your Excellency, our highly respected Vice President, my dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, the scope of the project has already been described by the contractor, but suffice it to say, it comprises of this Dr. Rilwan Suleiman Grandstand, the International Conference Center, banquet hall, expansion of the existing governor's residence, the new senior staff residences, others are the government house clinic, a new mosque, a firehouse, vehicle maintenance unit, central kitchen, shop and canteen powerhouse, water house, fuel service area, 6-number entrance gate houses with armory and 2-number pedestrian gates and an animal house, abattoir, store, mini banquet hall, external works, drainages, etc., etc. Your Excellency the Vice President, as we undertake today's commissioning, permit me to place on record, this is simply a continuation of the infrastructural milestone that the various nooks and crannies are benefiting, and the continuation of the tradition of Bauchi State. And it is not a coincidence that the two governors who spoke, they are known for quality. That is Major General Abutu Garba. When you go to town and you see the multipurpose building, it was built by him. Governor Ahmed Adamu Maazu is known for quality, a tested technocrat and professional, whose taste is beyond my reach, and I was very happy. When of all people, Ahmed Adamu Maazu, who is always very critical with his compliments, looked at me in the eyes and said, Bala, you, that they are almost exceeding my test. Your Excellency, you made my day that day, and you don't know how much I respect you in terms of the delivery of projects and programs that most of you previously did in Bauchi State. We have either built a new health facilities in some places or renovated already existing ones, primary healthcare centers. The package includes supplies of needed medical equipment. We have made so many insights in the villages, in the rural areas, and in the towns. I don't want to bother you so much with this speech. Suffice it to say that our approach is not just to build the towns and the cities. We have even gotten an award from your good self from the presidency for being the best state in rural infrastructure. But again, I must acknowledge the contribution of my colleagues because we have deepened peer review mechanism. What Governor Zulumi is doing in Borno, I am very conversant with. What NYII is doing in Gombe in terms of infrastructure, and my brother, whom I voluntarily and discretionally met the project manager of the Northeast, the best infrastructure governor, Governor Pintri. I have borrowed so much from him. I believe all our governors, Governor Kefas, and even Yobe, in terms of agriculture, innovation and invention, we are really sharing ideas. And today we are lucky we have the Vice President who is very knowledgeable. And we want you to give us leadership, and you are coming here defying all partisan and other consideration. It's an attestation of your statesmanship, and we believe we can rely on you to be able to leverage resources and knowledge to master the courage to do things that are astronomical and revolutionary in terms of good governance. We thank you most sincerely for coming. We have built so many houses, including not only in Bauchi, but all our emirate headquarters. We are building highways and double carriageways in all our emirates to make them happy. We are bringing inclusion. Everybody that matters is here and is always in our heart. And we respect the institutions, the traditional and of course the religious institutions. And that is what is keeping the security tick. And we must acknowledge the contribution of our hunters and others, those people that I will not mention here that are making it well. Architectronics, the company that built this, is my colleague. We worked together in the FCT. He came with a very huge pedigree and antecedent from America. And I know I wouldn't have been afforded this if not because of his capacity. He did this project on direct level. And if I tell you the cause, you will be amazed. But this is our secret. I market you, Mr. Ruben, to other governors, those who want to do it within good prices, they should leverage on your capacity because you don't see things from the point of view of profitability. Before I conclude once again, let me thank His Excellency, the Vice President, for sparing to visit our dear state and witness the dividends of democracy that our administration is bequeathing. I must thank my party, especially the chairman of the party and all the executives who are always supportive, members of the National Assembly from my side, and indeed, most importantly, my dear wife. She is always supportive and always there and opening new doors and new frontiers. Somebody that has been underrated. Today she is the chancellor owning the only open university in Nigeria. Sarauniya, I thank you most sincerely for your encouragement. Lastly, to our compatriots, we will have the privilege of working in this trailblazing edifice even after I have left office. And you have given me the opportunity to come back to bequeath legacies and landmarks that will be your pride. I wake up, I sleep and wake up with Bauchi in our heart. And our neighbors are also helping us. All the contiguous states of Bauchi, they have been very friendly. I must apologize to my seniors, the former governors. I have not been taking care of you very well. Going forward, I will take care of that constituency. Thank you very much.
Best of greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. The commissioning of this new complex in Bauchi symbolizes a commitment to enhancing administrative capacity and governance at the state level. As Nigeria shifts many responsibilities, such as power generation, to state governments, this project is seen as a foundational step in urban renewal and improving government service delivery. Indeed, we need governing infrastructure to complement the ongoing efforts to build physical infrastructure. State governments are positioned to influence commercial, social, cultural, technological, and economic facets of life, which is crucial as emerging markets and developing economies gain a larger share of global economic power. State governments are vital for human development and social change because they address challenges like healthcare, education, and security. Development indices in many Nigerian states lag behind global standards, and effective, value-driven political leadership is necessary to improve these metrics. By promoting right values across schools, institutions, and government agencies, state governments can lay a solid foundation for future progress. It is incumbent upon all of us in positions of authority to take interventions in developing governance infrastructure as a catalyst to harmonize and supervise our policy-making processes effectively. I want to seize this opportunity to personally commend His Excellency, the Governor of Bauchi State, for devoting his time, life, and energy towards repositioning the state. This edifice will inshallah stand the test of time, and Your Excellency, posterity will judge you kindly for devoting your time, energy, and resources toward the development of Bauchi State. We thank you sincerely for your leadership, for your inclusivity, and for your capacity to reach out to the other side of the aisles and build bridges. Governance is about inclusivity. Governance is about reaching out and building bridges. And the current crop of governance, I must admit, are far superior to previous current of governance. And in the Northeast, I want to seize this opportunity to commend our governors for their comradeship, sense of purpose, and commitment. All our governors are united in the common cause of repositioning the Northeast sub-region. We have no business fighting each other. We are all united by our common heritage of poverty, destitution, and insecurity. More than ever before, this is the time for us to coalesce into a single unit to face the monumental challenges of underdevelopment facing our sub-region. The governors are performing. Ga aiki ga zuciya ga baba na gwamnan Gombe yana aiki. Kaga Pintiri Albornowi yana aiki a Adamawa. Aza mutumin Borno ne, shi da yana claiming Adamawa ne amma asalin shi mutumin Borno ne. Ga sarkin siyasa Gwamna Mai Malaboli, ga iya siyasa ga kwazo a aiki. Kauran Bauchi sarkin aiki, katafilan aiki. Kuma jama'a, in ce wani abu akan Gwamna Zulum? Yana aiki ko baya aiki? To mun gode muku. Allah ya dada hada kanmu, Allah ya kare mutuncinmu, Allah ya ba mu zaman lafiya da bunkasan arziki, Allah ya sa mu sanya lafiya. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.